Now, today marks 46 years since the 1976 student uprising. President Cyril Ramaphosa is leading National Youth Day celebrations in Mthatha in the Eastern Cape. It comes at a time when youth unemployment soars above 60%. The cost of living is also rising with food and petrol prices. eNCA's reporters Govan Whittles is at the Mthatha Stadium and Moloto is at St. John's College. Gentlemen, good morning. Perhaps to start with you, Govan. You are where the official ceremony will be taking place, or the youth celebrations, the official youth celebrations for today will be taking place. Have dignitaries started to trickle in?
Thank you so much. Welcome back to our special coverage of Youth Day 2022. Coming to you live again from Mthatha Stadium. Today we'll try to give you as many views from South Africa's youth as possible. We'll try to hear from them what it feels like to be young in South Africa and whether they're hopeful about the future, but we'll also venture to hold the government to account in terms of what they're doing for South Africa's youth. They'll need to take responsibility for the youth unemployment rate and set out exactly how they plan to drop it. Let's begin with that, with the Deputy Director General at the Department of Arts and Culture, Ms. Mthatha Chikwetamba. Thank you so much for your time, DDG. A lot of South African youth are looking for opportunities to get employed, and the Department of Arts and Culture represents one of the more popular choices for South Africa's youth. What kind of opportunities exist?
Thank you very much, and good morning to all South Africans and the young people that are around me and far from me. The Department of Sport, Arts and Culture is here today with the rest of government departments that are key in this program of the June 16th. We are here to show the young people that government cares. As the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture, we are saying to young people, first know yourselves, that we are doing through the program that we call a program for nation building and social cohesion, where we are building various components of a young person, making sure that young people as well, they understand how to navigate life around the issues that are challenges for young people, to mention issues of GBVF. But we are also saying to young people, go to school. And in that, we do have programs that are supporting young people at school. For example, we do have a bursary program that is looking at promoting languages, and therefore young people that are interested in studying languages in schools.
And of course, some of these scholars are behind you. We'll hope to speak to some of these young people in a short while. This event is meant to bolster social cohesion. It's nation building in short. But of course, this event also marred by controversy, with some threats by organizers or businesses who wanted to get the contract for the tents and so on to disrupt it. Are you certain this event won't be disrupted today?
We are engaging, and we continue to engage. Today we are saying to the business forum around Mthatha, we have presented ourselves, we have engaged with yourselves, we have explained our agenda, we have explained our processes, and we left each other from those engagements having an agreement that says the event must continue, and the event must be the event that everybody in Mthatha will be proud of, and I am looking forward to that.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mthatha Chikwetamba. She's the Deputy Director General of Arts and Culture. Let's speak to the youth now. Let's begin with Abongile. She's been waiting here a while. Abongile, just tell me a little bit about yourself and what it feels like to be a young person in South Africa today.
Good morning, South Africa. I'm Abongile Khulu. I'm working as an intern from HWCTA in East London office. Well, it feels great to be a youth. It's quite extremely exciting to be youth, because you get to know whatever you want to learn in life, whatever that you're curious with. You get to go with opportunities that you want to further in life. I would also advise the students that are currently doing their matrix or grade 11 to go with whatever career that you want. Go for it. You're going to claim for it.
What kind of challenges do you have as a young person, Abongile?
Well, we have challenges like unemployment as we are youth, because some careers have no employment in South Africa. So I would advise people that are youth doing their grade 12 to go for careers that has a high employment rate.
Thank you so much. This is Abongile here, Kulu from HWCTA. Another representative of HWCTA is Claudine from East London. Just tell us about what HWCTA does and how that appeals to young people in the Eastern Cape.
Good morning, and thank you for the opportunity. Good morning, South Africa. I'm here with my colleague Abongile Khulu. We're coming all the way from the HWCTA in the East London office. We have so many opportunities available for our youth within the health and the welfare sector, as well as the veterinary sector in the Eastern Cape. We are national in South Africa. We have learnership opportunities, bursaries, internships, and work skills learning opportunities for learners within our sector, which is the health and the welfare sector. There's so many opportunities. These opportunities come with bursaries which are offered to these learners, and we pay for the full tuition fee as well as for the material for these learners. We offer also stipends for these learners. We place them in opportunities where they will be employable after they've done the practical learning.
All right, thank you so much, Claudine. Of course, those are the opportunities in tertiary education. I couldn't leave without asking one of the representatives from the young pupils who are dressed so well to just tell me about themselves. Tell me which school you guys are from, what cause you're representing. Just reflect on your life as a young person right now.
Sure. We are the Sonasukuba Institute of Performing Arts. We offer music, dance and drama. It's a well-rounded program. All of us here are aiming to be arts industry professionals. It's not just about performing, but we're also learning how to work behind the scenes, how to move and capitalize on our talent, monetize this thing. It's very exciting to be a young person right now because our talent really is on show and our skills really are being developed. So we're just thankful for the people right now are giving us these platforms because really we're working.
You know, there's a perception in South Africa the young people are despondent because youth unemployment is so high and that there's not a lot of hope and that they're not necessarily excited about the future. What do you think of that? What do you think the real experience is?
I think that's a valid assessment to make, but I also think that there's opportunity for us to learn how to be entrepreneurs. Not everything is about being an employee. And one of the things we learn here is how to take our artistic skills and to turn them into actual businesses. And so, yes, there's a lot of despondency because of unemployment, but we, the future, can change that. We will change that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's just some of the views here. Coming to you live from the Mthatha Stadium. We'll speak to as many young people as possible. And, of course, we'll keep an eye out for whether or not this event is disrupted after that agreement with the Mthatha Business Forum and the Department of Arts and Culture following some threats through the week. For now, it's back to you.
All right, Govan, thank you very much. I like that positivity coming from that young man there saying they, the future, can change that. They're not as despondent as many might think they may be. Moloko, let's rope you in there. You are currently at St. John's College. That's where the president is expected to kickstart the program for today. What is the sentiment there among the youth ahead of his arrival?
Hello, Mfundo. Well, you are correct. We are at the St. John's College. This is the school that produced the likes of Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana. I'm also told that the Judge President of the Supreme Court of Appeal, Judge Mandisa Maya, also schooled here. Indeed, we expect that the President will start his official program here. He's going to be taken through, I'm told that there's a fourth industrial revolution product. I have no idea what it is. Hopefully when they will be showcasing it to the president, we'll also get to see what exactly is happening here. But of course, young people in this country will have to hear what the president will be saying. The presidency has said in a statement that President Cyril Ramaphosa will be outlining progress in as far as youth employment initiatives are concerned. There's no doubt that the young people of South Africa, particularly many of those who are jobless, some of them who are not even in training or in school, will not be interested in the political speech and the historical teachings. They definitely want to know what are the real and tangible plans that government is putting in place. Of course, there will be many questions, Mfundo. If you look at the fact that, this very government, the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence, as recent as, a few months back, nominated a 71-year-old Reverend Frank Chikane to become Inspector General. Of course, we know that the National Assembly could not confirm him, but just the fact that we still have a 71-year-old, many people would say he should be out on pension, as much as he would be having the skill and the political acumen and everything else that is needed. Young people who are possibly qualified would ask, when are we going to get an opportunity as young people to be taking up this positions. We see Parliament also has many old people who are in their 60s, some in their 70s. So whether this government indeed is working towards improving the lives of young people, what it does on the other side will also be raising questions. So indeed we expect the president to arrive any time from now, and we obviously will be hoping to hear what he will be saying.
I love when you touch on that particular aspect. Ageism has become quite a conversation right now, where we're seeing a lot of the old guard being deployed into critical positions now, even though they've served significantly and done well. But then the question becomes, did they impart the knowledge on the generation, the current generation? Because one would say a good manager or a good leader must every day be working themselves out of a job. But if you cannot identify your successor, then clearly you must have failed, Moloko.
Mfundo, young people are the majority in this country, and perhaps the fact that they are despondent is also showing in when it comes to voting. Many of them who are eligible to vote simply don't go out. It could be that perhaps they don't see any of the political parties contesting for power representing them. Because with the exception of one or two, many of these political parties are led by elderly people. And in as much as they have young organizations representing young people within those particular political parties, a lot of young people surely feel that the old guard ought to be giving space to these young people, because a lot of them are educated, Nomfundo. They have skills that they have acquired, in as much as, yes, you cannot say somebody who's been in a space for decades, you can compare that experience. But the fact of the matter is that things have changed. I do remember when I was covering the elections in 2019, one of the young people saying that we are being led by people who cannot even operate a WhatsApp, Mfundo. Of course, perhaps that was an exaggeration, but the fact of the matter is that we are now in a digital space, a digital economy. We need young people to come up with innovative ideas that will be able to propel or move this country forward.
No, Moloko, let's just hope the president's official address today will reflect the mood or sentiment of young people that include us. We need an economy that is inclusive. They can equally participate. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Moloko, our reporter there, is at St. John's College, and we have Govan Whittles. He is currently at Mthatha Stadium, where we're expecting the official proceedings to get underway around 10 o'clock. More news.